Hello everyone, I'm Amanda Vang, and today I'm going to give you 6 tips on what to look for when buying a house and what to look for when touring a house. We are going to touch on the physical qualities of the home, like the condition, finishes, and inspections, as well as other characteristics like sales history, neighbors, and traffic. By the end of this video, you will gain some insight on what matters to you the most about a home, and I am going to tell you about one of the best advantages of owning a home in the Bay Area. Let's get started with 6 tips on what to look for when buying a house. Tip number 1, condition and finishes. The condition of a home refers to the current physical state of the home in relation to a new home. How old is the flooring? How much wear and tear does it have? Are the walls newly painted and textured, or are they patched up with dings and nail holes? Your 5 senses will serve you well. You can see and feel wear and tear on the walls, floors, doors, and trim. Squeaking floorboards can develop over time. Ask yourself these questions. Do you feel comfortable with the current condition of the house? Does the home feel well taken care of? You can tell if a house was a rental or if the owner lived in the property based on how well it is taken care of. Do you feel the home is properly built, and are there any safety concerns? Every buyer is different, and this will be up to you on how you feel about it. Some may want a move-in ready home where they can just move right into the house without fixing and repairing things around the house. Some buyers want to make their own improvements. It's very common for homeowners to hire contractors or even watch a few videos on YouTube and do the work yourself for kitchen and bathroom updates. I highly recommend working with licensed contractors. But if you have any questions about contractors or home remodeling, don't hesitate to reach out. I've helped many residential renovators and have even remodeled a few homes myself. One more very important concept to consider is the space, light, and openness of the home. Is the house bright and open to your taste and meets your needs and standards? How does it feel in the morning, afternoon, and evening? Sometimes the staging and furniture will help you understand the space. Sometimes space that is not properly used will make it feel small. If it helps, bring a tape measure. Think about the space of the house and think about how your belongings are going to fit in. Right now, most people like the open floor concept, but there are a handful of buyers that don't. It's very interesting to think about how advances in architecture and building materials have allowed for more people to have access to building techniques that allow for the open floor plan. Tip number 2, home inspection. The home inspection is a certified report that details the current state of the house. It talks about the roof, foundation, crawl space, plumbing, electrical, heating and cooling, attic, and many more. Every significant feature of the home is covered, and the condition and quality are evaluated by a licensed inspector. You want to read the home inspection report so you know what you are buying, and that is one of the areas where your real estate agent will help you. Below in the description box, I have a document that goes over more in depth on what an inspector does. Click on the link to download the guide. Tip number 3, test your commute time. Here in the Bay Area, the commute can be really bad, so if you're buying a little further from your workplace, you should at least test drive during traffic to see what it is like. If you don't like the commute, then don't buy the home. Here in the Bay Area, the commute seems to get worse every year, and that is why our home prices in some areas are high due to their proximity to work. I remember one of my clients who was looking in the 95118 area, and he works from home, but at times he will take his bus to work and it will pick him up by Santana Row. We would sometimes go look at homes during traffic time about 3 to 4 p.m. This really gave him an idea that the 95118 area was just too far considering the traffic. So we stopped looking in that area and ended up in a beautiful home in Santa Clara, a very centrally located city. Make sure you test your commute time from your new place to your workplace so there are no surprises. The last thing you want to do is sell your house that you just bought after finding out it takes you over an hour or so to get home on a Friday afternoon, which, by the way, is the worst time around here. Tip number 4, sales history. Here in the Bay Area, one of the biggest advantages of home ownership is appreciation. This is defined as the change in value of a home over time, usually measured over the course of years. This number is so important to us because with our high home prices, an increase of 5 to 10% per year can equate to hundreds of thousands of dollars of gained value. Just considering home appreciation year over year, this is a $276,281 increase in value over 5 years, and if you put 20% down, you are looking at 138% return on investment, which is money in your bank account. It is important to look at the sales history of homes so we know the potential year-over-year appreciation value. If it is a desirable neighborhood or it is close to tech companies, the demand tends to be higher. You can buy a home in the Central Valley or somewhere outside of the Bay Area and commute here to work. But the appreciation will not be the same as a house located in the Bay Area. I had a situation where my client bought a home in Sunnyvale. The seller purchased the house in 2003 for about $570,000. And in 2019, my buyer bought it for $1.8 million. So in 17 years, the house increased in value by $1.23 million, with an average appreciation of 7.45% each year. Wow. Where else do you see this? A win for the seller and the future appreciation for the buyers. Tip number 5, talk to the neighbors. I always recommend that my buyers talk with the neighbors if they want to know what it's really like to live in the neighborhood. The neighbors will tell you the good and the bad, and there is no reason for them to hold back because they know if they were in your shoes, they would want the same too. Neighbors who are honest. Last tip for today. I always tell my buyers to drive through the neighborhood during different times. You want to know what the streets and neighborhood are like during the morning and evening. In the morning, people are usually off to work, so you may see less cars on the street. During nighttime, everyone is home for work. If you don't like your street to be packed with cars, this would be important to know. You might not think parking is a problem if you visit the home on the weekends, but for most local neighborhoods, parking is the worst after 5 p.m. on weekdays. Don't get caught by surprise. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned what to look for when buying a house and what to look for when touring a house. The question of the day is, what do you look for when buying a home? Comment below and let me know. Below in the description box, I have a house hunting checklist you can take with you when touring properties. Click below to download the guide. If you have any questions, comment below and don't hesitate to reach out. I'm Amanda Vang, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.